Game on! 7 Brew and Dude Perfect have teamed up to drop 4 epic limited edition.
Nobody cares. Yeah, Stripey, when I first showed my dad that Guinness came in cans, what's the first thing he did? Was crack it and drink it straight from the can. I about smacked him. Holy shit, 3 ads now on Spotify?
You talking to me?
No, I'm on LCR.
Ads now in Spotify?
right, y'all, we will get started. We got a good group of people today. All right, let me pull the rolls. We do have some new people, so I will go over the rules a little bit. Almost a full house. Almost. All right, then. Yoink. And we will pin that. Pay attention to the order today, guys. We got a lot of people, so before it is your turn and I call on you, have your blurb pre-written. That way you can just copy and paste it into the chat. All right, so today, welcome to Saturday's LCR. I've bumped it up a couple hours so that our friends across the pond can stay up a little later and hopefully hang out with us. Seems to have worked. I recognize a few names that wouldn't normally be able to stay up with us. So, welcome. If you haven't submitted your tracks, do so now. And basically, what we're here to do is have fun and give feedback on some music that I'm going to play via user submissions from users in this channel. Yeah, is everybody in? How's the audio? I changed a few settings. I just want to make sure everything's coming through. All right. I'm actually streaming in high def now, guys. Pro streamer. All good. All right, good. Basically, I'm gonna go down the order of the rolls, and I'm gonna play their track. It is everybody else's job to provide feedback on that track. Make sure it is subjective feedback. Make sure it is constructive feedback. The biggest rule is have fun and don't be an asshole. If it's not your cup of tea, that's fine. But just critique it as one producer to another, and we will have a lot of fun. If it gets to your track, and I see that you have not submitted feedback, then I will likely skip your track and give you some kind of feedback requirements so that your tracks can be played during LCR again. We just ask that everybody participates. Let's see. I think that is the big stuff. Have fun, don't be a dick, provide constructive, clear, subjective feedback. I think that about does it. Let's go. All right, first up is... Oh man, where'd my notepad go? I covered my notepad. No, I didn't. I closed my notepad. Oh, darn it. There it is. First up is Ghostish. Ghostish. I'll give you a minute to write your blurb since you're first, but everybody else should have their blurb prepared. Basically, your blurb should be telling us a little bit about your track and what kind of feedback you're looking for. That's something else. If someone asks for feedback on the mix, or if someone's asking for feedback about the composition, if it's unmixed, obviously telling them, hey, this sounds unmixed. You need to cut the lows and boost the 600 range. Isn't doing them a lot of favors. So listen to the type of feedback they want and try to accommodate as best you can. All right, here we go. Ghostish says, first time doing dubstep, coming from Kawaii Future Bass. I'm looking for feedback on the mix and whether or not it is release ready. I'm told the sub could come up a bit more. Are there any issues with any frequencies? Anything too loud? Let me know. Alrighty, let's do this. This is Ghostish as soon as I get the sign up data. There it is. And I've got their track. Here we go. This is Ghostish on SoundCloud. Hell yeah, what a way to start us off. That was Ghostish with some dubstep. I think he's called this one Reaver. I like the whole theme they've got going on. I think you got some good feedback in the chat. Some stuff about bass kind of needing to come up a little bit more. Yeah, but you need that in your intro track. The subs maybe, but just low end in general, not just the super low stuff. But damn, that was crispy. Like it had some good. The mids were nice and clean and really deconflicted. I think for me, yeah, just some more low end in there. I think. Yeah, turn up the sub bass, bit more resonance on the hits to beef them up. That's a good call out. I don't know if you've used samples to chop them or if you're hitting a MIDI note. But letting that tail come out a little bit more on the bass hits might be nice. Awesome. All right, we will move on to X-Alt Music. X-Alt Music, if you have a blurb for us, now is the time. All right, they say. Where'd they go? This is my first attempt at this genre of music. I usually do melodic singing and rap. Just kind of want to know how it sounds to others. Awesome. I like seeing people jump out of their comfort zones. This latest SOS was all about jumping out of your comfort zone, depending on your role. And yes, indeed, welcome to the server. Here we go. This is X Alt Music. Oh, okay, hold on. I see a messy link. I'm gonna make sure I can pull it up. Okay, Quiet Violence, is that the one? That's the one. Okay, all right, here we go. This is X Alt Music with Quiet Violence.
Summits religion, to others it's the practice of evil in the devil's name.
There's no proof for a fact of one thing. They burn the bodies. They either do that, they'll chop them up and dump them in the ocean, or they'll form in concrete, or they take it and they use them for they eat them and they throw them as a tool.
Yeah. Keeping with my feedback, waiting for the feedback, waiting for that bass to blow. Taking what I need back, just another beat bag, easy as some tic-tac-toe. Get it wrong, get your knees gapped, hit them with some mid-tracks, leaving what is left for the crows. Try to run, still gon' get clapped, never get a hit back, waiting for this moment to explode. Yeah, hold up. Yeah. Keeping with my feedback, waiting for the feedback, waiting for that bass to blow. Taking what I need back, just another beat bag, easy as some tic-tac-toe. Get it wrong, get your knees gapped, hit them with some mid-tracks, leaving what is left for the crows. Try to run, still gon' get clapped, never get a hit back, waiting for this moment to explode.
Hell yeah. That was X Alt Music. That was sick. It sounds like the vocals were a little polarizing here, which is a good thing in my opinion. I think Tap said it right. He said, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Really liked how the vocals are kind of tucked up in there, kind of makes you lean in, which was really cool. All your layers that you were using with the more aggressive vocals and then the cleaner ones on top, it all worked really well. Had some crazy bass. Let's see if we have anything else. vocals could come up in terms of clarity. Maybe. Maybe topping them off with some shelf above 6K might help. And then Stripey says you could dirt up those cleans with a diode for some super dirt. Yeah, put some extra saturation and distortion on them. That would be really, really cool. Just kind of lean into how heavy those vocals are. All right, that was awesome. Next up is Rominsky. Rominsky, if you have a blurb, now is the time. Rominsky says, hello, as an electronica artist that takes a lot of inspiration from VGM, this is a track I made for the Casual Inspection Songwriting Blitz, which I have not touched since. I feel it borrows from a lot, but I'm not sure what this is. Thus, I would like some thoughts on the vibe, what this reminds you of, those sorts of things, and some mixing and mastering thoughts too. All right, here we go. Rominsky hype. Is there a song title for this one? Looks like he's titled it Plastic Barbecue Forever. Interesting name. Rominsky. I don't know if that's the real name or just the file name, but here we go. This is Rominsky. All right, that was Rominsky. I don't have any feedback on the mix or anything, so to speak, but if you're looking for a place to take it, right at the end there was a line that stuck out, and it might be stuck in my head. Let me see if I can find it again. That's it. Take that and make the whole track about that, those 5 or 6 notes. Yeah. That's what's gonna stick out to me the rest of the day. Yeah, and then it becomes some I don't know, some detective noir, but goofy at the same time. I don't know. I dig it. All right, next up is Hard Apple Boom. If you have a blurb, now is the time. All right, they say this is my first time doing a live feedback. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And my track is an odd one out, but whatever. I write music before, but something LAWIJT. I don't know what that stands for. Oh well. And a more 2000s full band rock sound is new for me. I'm planning to take this live, so it's written in a way that can be done with a live band. I'm mainly looking for feedback on the general mix. I've got more stuff coming, so I wanted to find a bass line. 2, feedback on the song, as in, does it sound good? Does it fit the purpose? Does it stick to that 2000s sound? And 3, if any musicians are around, I'd love to hear if they see anything that might be difficult to do live. Awesome. That is a new piece of feedback that we've never been asked, or at least I haven't heard it being asked, is can you replicate it live? And that might be an important piece moving forward. So that is awesome. Here we go. This is Ard Appelboom. Pull the link. Here we go.
Our rhythm doesn't stop, the motion never breaks. No message in the chaos, a loop will never leave. We go in circles again, while trying to follow it through. Moving in broken patterns is still moving, right? You speak in tongues again. The sound of a broken record will always be distorted, yet we keep on turning around. You pull me through the noise and push me back again. We're drifting through the static, forever synchronized. All we need is pure emotion, a pure emotional high. Signals cross and collide. Nothing lands where you want it. We reach, we miss, we try. Replay, rinse and repeat. We move through untangled lines, grasping at the same straws. We almost seem to connect. Better than nothing, I guess. All we need is pure emotion, a pure emotional high. All we need is pure emotion, a pure emotional high. I feel it, it's fading. The signal is bleeding. I'm drowning when static. The flame is erratic. The noises repeating. The noises repeating. The noises repeating. Fuck this amnesia. I feel it, it's fading. The signal was bleeding. I'm drowning when static. The frame is erratic. The noises repeating. I need to break that loop, break that loop, break that loop. Just please break this endless loop.
Yep, 2000s vibe, check. That was so cool. Let's see what kind of feedback we've got here. Very good vocals, yes indeed. Gritty in all the best ways. Doesn't sound like anybody noticed anything that would be hard to do or replicate live, so that's good. Monster Palace says, if I was out and a band started playing this, I'd pay attention. It has swagger. It does indeed. All right. Arctic Monkeys, yep. Awesome. All right, next up is Flatterectomy. Flatterectomy. If you have a blurb, now is the time. Flatterectomy says this is Bounce from the Bouncy Blitz back in April. Unaltered since then. Any and all feedback is welcome. All right. Do I have a link? Why don't I see? Okay, there it is. All right, this is Flatterectomy with Bounce.
Party all the time, could it be a crime? While I'm in my prime, to go and party. Filthy like a rat, this is where I'm at. Roll around and scat, told you I'm filthy. Running to the end, I don't know when I should pretend to keep on running. Sinning like a fiend, I remain unclean. Never be redeemed, cause of all the sinning.
And so we bounce and bounce and bounce and bounce and bounce and bounce and bounce. Now it's a party. Yeah, it's a party. We bounce and bounce and bounce and bounce and bounce and bounce and bounce. Now it's a party. Yeah, it's a party.
Talking to a lass, cause of greener grass. She rejects my ass. I'm bad at talking. Drinking down a beer, I forget I'm here. Nothing much is clear, should not be drinking. Crying like a child, I have no pride. I wish I died so I could crying. Dancing to the beat, throw around these feet. I can feel the heat, I'm always dancing.
And so we bounce and bounce and bounce and bounce and bounce and bounce and bounce. Now it's a party. Yeah, it's a party. We bounce and bounce and bounce and bounce and bounce and bounce and bounce. Now it's a party. Yeah, it's a party. We bounce and bounce and bounce and bounce and bounce and bounce and bounce. Now it's a party. Yeah, it's a party. We bounce and bounce and bounce and bounce and bounce and bounce and bounce. Now it's a party. Yeah, it's a party.
I'm gonna play that at my son's birthday party next. Alright, let's take a look at some of the feedback here. Just plain out fun. Yeah, the lyrics were awesome. Love the vocals, doubles on the different part really stand out. Cool harmonies in there. Drums could maybe come forward a little bit, but that's just a nitpick. A slightly brighter snare. I could hear that. My kid's 13. So he'd love it. All right, next up is Monster Palace. Monster Palace, if you have a blurb, now is the time. MP says, this is a track from my side project Neon Black. These are scratch vocals. Didn't want to bug the neighbors. I say bug the neighbors. Alright, here we go. This is Monster Palace.
Combs his hair across his head so carefully, the exact same way, every day for 50 years he's kept this pace. Time stays undefeated. Soon as the rain starts falling, I'll be leaving, 'cause time stays undefeated. Jubilee moon, show 'em the proof. You'd probably call him a fastidious man if you went to college, but I dropped out in junior high, got in the family business, same as he did. Time stays undefeated. Soon as the rain starts falling, I'll be leaving, 'cause time stays undefeated. Jubilee moon, show 'em the proof. Yes, rumpled up, strap on my face, caving in on itself, and abandoned mine shaft. Scarred to see him dressed for the occasion, looking smart in his best suit. Hands flocked to heaven. What's easy story? Stays undefeated. Soon as the rain starts falling, I'll be leaving, 'cause time stays undefeated. Jubilee moon, show 'em. Time stays undefeated. Soon as the rain starts falling, I'll be leaving, 'cause time stays undefeated. Jubilee moon, show 'em the proof.
Hell yeah. That was Monster Palace. The track name is Jubilee Moon. Like, I heard several influences when I was listening to it. Part of me was hearing almost like Marilyn Manson vibes going on, which I thought was really cool in the way that the guitars were playing. Um, the scratch vocals were cool, and I hope your final vocals pay a good tribute to those scratch vocals, because I liked the texture that the vocals added to the track. The way they were kind of stressed and forced in a way, I thought was really cool, and it fit the track very well. So I know you called them scratch vocals, but they might have fit your track a little more than you intended. And I'd like to see your final vocals kind of match that energy. The one other thing, I thought there might have been a bit too much. I don't know if you're using a room mic on your drums, or if you've just got the reverb on like a drum bus. But there might have been a little too much room or reverb on the drums that kind of washed them out a little bit. It fit really well. So if this feedback warrants any changes, subtle changes, because it still fit. I still liked that really roomy drum sound. It was just a little over the top, I thought. But overall, that was a really, really cool track. All right, next up is Stripey. Stripey, if you've got a blurb, now is the time. I'm excited for this. Stripey says, "Hello gang, today is somewhat of a big moment as I'm showing off a track between Eno, Cariad, myself, and Chameleon that's been cooking for over 2 years now. We showed off a mix last June, and I've been chipping away at adjustments since. This month, Sham has been hard at work on the master, and we're now at a stage where we need some external ears on it again. The structure and mix is pretty much locked in unless there's a glaring issue, so feedback on the master would be appreciated. Chameleon asks that if y'all can include any notes on clarity and ease of listening on your devices. Eno and Cariad did the vocals. Eno and Stripey on composition. Production and mixing was all Stripey, and mastering was all Chameleon. Hell yes, monster collab. We are going to get right into it. Here we go.
Good night.
Look outside and see a whole new world where the sky is different. The pessimist inside your head said it was green screen, it was green screen. A bright light beams through the clouds, you begin to doubt what's in front of your eyes. I can see the sunset, I can see the sunset. The scenery holds a memory of the beauty that lies in where you came from. It's like a movie. Eternally it was meant to be, that's what I said. I'll take the walk with you. The sky overhead brings us back to life. I'll take the walk with you. The stars at midnight on an endless night. I'll take the walk with you. The sky overhead brings us back to light. I'll take the walk with you. The stars at midnight on an endless night. I'll take the walk with you. I'll take the walk with
You look outside and see a whole new world where the sky is different. The head's a mess inside your head. The bright light beams through the clouds and begin to doubt it. I can see the sunset. I can see the
Hell yes. Stripey, have you ever made a track longer than 5 minutes? This is a 6-minute track almost. And it was worth every second. Dog, I usually cap out at 2 minutes. Yeah, that was. I mean, I heard a little bit of everybody's contribution there, everybody's style. The dynamics were really, really cool. The way it went from the more emotional vocals to the upbeat and energetic electronic section, back down to the emotive vocals, and then that the female vocal section was otherworldly. So I don't have any real notes. Yeah, it hits hard, then switches it up, and then hard hitting again. Jeffifa says some lisp in the vocals. I don't know if lisp is the right word there, but maybe some more aggressive de-essing, but I don't. It didn't detract from anything, and I think it's one of those tracks that can get away with leaving those S's in there a little bit stronger. I think it adds to the texture of things. Today's word is texture. Let's see. Yeah, the intro got everybody hooked right off the bat. So hell yeah. Yeah, yeah, Ghostish says ship it. I agree. All right, up next, I think Zan16 has redeemed themself, herself. I'm not sure. I saw one of our overlords call out that they hadn't been participating, but I believe I've been seeing feedback from them. I don't like calling people out. I know our overlords don't like calling people out, so if you join a participation event, make sure you are participating. That being said, I have been seeing them in chat, so I will play them. So, Zan16, if you have a blurb for us, now is the time. Yep, no worries. I know it's easy to sit back and just enjoy the music, but remember the overall goal of this is to help others in exchange for them helping you. So keep that in mind. Zan16 says, "Hello, I've already sent this track before, but now it is finished. I wanted to know if the mixing is good and what I should improve." Awesome. Here we go. This is Zan16.
とどあがれでど世間で空目でけずすせにさすのquiero abandonarte que ni ese caro que me deja pedirte perdón.
Oh yeah, that was a sweet track. I'm a sucker for anything Vocaloid. I agree with some of the comments saying they were a little dry and could maybe use some extra harmonies. And then as soon as I thought that, I heard the harmonies come in at that last chorus bit. So let's see. Drums are way too quiet. Yeah. And then I saw it near the end. Monster Palace hits us with this, and I live by this rule. Well, it's not a rule. It's not hard and fast. It's just I live by this guideline. Monster Palace says turn everything down until your snare is sitting just below the vocals, then turn the master up. I do basically the same thing. My vocals, my snare, and my kick almost sit at the same exact volume. Sometimes that gets me in trouble, but you adjust from there. My starting point when I pull up a template, vocals, kick, and snare sit even. They're all the same volume. Because the snare and kick sit up the middle, and your main vocal track sits up the middle, but you're gonna have wide layers on the outside that kind of help them go over the kick and the snare in the end. So I think that's a really, really good piece of advice there. Is to have your snare and your vocals at a very similar volume, if not the same. All right. Next up is Jeff Fafa, who rolled a 49. Jeff Fafa, if you have a blurb for us, now's the time. Yeah, and then it's just a matter of filling in the rest of the stereo information. Because yeah, you've got your kick and your snare right up the middle, and your main vocal track up the middle, and then your wide layers, and then everything else is kind of panned in between all that good stuff, except the bass sitting up the middle too. But it gives you a really, really good starting point for everything else. And yes, Ghostish, the secret hack to LCR is if you add the feedback tag, you get feedback points. Alright, Jeff Fafa says, what up y'all? Here's the intro track for the album I'm working on, currently untitled. So I just name it Baby's First Album. Headphone warning, fast-paced, short, and should punch you right away in the ear holes. Give me whatever feedback you'd like. I need to refine some stuff anyway. And yeah, they are tokens and not points, but I think they're virtually the same thing. Here we go. This is Jeff Fafa with Baby's First Album.
So, I'm sorry, man. We're not gonna be recording on your song. Is it any time today? We didn't have any time. We don't have any time for the foreseeable future.
We didn't have any time to record today. Excuse me, the least amount of time ever in the history of...
Obsession has plagued me for most of my years. Anxiety destroyed my career. Cut off all my friends and I locked myself inside just so I could write an album about why. Blisters on my fingers, scratches down the board. I put blood, sweat, and tears into these chords. Too long 1,000 trashy songs to write a gem. What the hell's a social life? I couldn't say if I tried, but I'll be damn sure you know the reason why. Blisters on my fingers, scratches down the board. I put blood, sweat, and tears into these chords. Too long I've been locked in, stepped on and exhausted. Now here I am knocking at your door.
That was awesome. Stripey posted a Simple Plan GIF, and yeah, it definitely harkens to the good old days in high school, riding the bus, and you're rocking Simple Plan and Blink-182 and Sum 41 and all those guys. So that was a very, very nostalgic track for me. Mix wise, I thought, yeah, drums could come up. Let's see. Yeah, the vocal mix was pretty stellar. I wouldn't mess with the vocal mix. Drums could come up to going back to what we were talking about, having the vocals and the snare at the same levels. That might be a good piece of advice for you as well. But damn, that was nice. Ghostish says, yeah, trumpets. Oh, and then it's legally ska. Yeah. Sweet. All right. Last but not least, we have the Anthropophobia Project. Tap himself. You have a blurb. Now is the time. Tap says, what up, everybody? Sorry, nothing new again. Been down and out sick the past few weeks, just bouncing back. Wanted to participate. This one is already released, but all feedback is welcome and appreciated. It's my rendition of Something. Oh, I love this track, dude. Something in the Way by Nirvana. I've played it here before, but it's been a while. I just really like it, so I wanted to share again. I am with you. I love hearing this track. In fact, I heard something the other day, something in like a YouTube short or something. Someone played like a snippet of that track, and immediately I was like, nope, I want to hear Tap's version now. So, awesome. Here we go. This is Tap. Alrighty. I don't think I can say anything that hasn't already been said in chat. Jeff Afa says there's nothing in the way of you releasing this ASAP. It is released. And it is on everything, I think, right? Spotify, YouTube, it's all on all good stuff. Let's see if there's any actual feedback. Yeah, Stripey said it best. The original is like the song you hear in the first season, and then this is the one you hear at the final episode. Yeah. You guys ever actually listen to a soundtrack and you're like, oh yeah, you know, this is the part of the song that plays during that really epic part of the movie or the series, and you listen to the soundtrack and there's an even more epic musical portion that you're like, why didn't they use that? That part sounded way better. And then you got to come back down to reality and realize there's so much more going on sound-wise than just music playing, so they got to keep it conservative. Oh well. Yeah, hit us with the link to where it's been released. Otherwise, y'all, I think that wraps up today's LCR. Yeah, that's everybody. Thank you for those that submitted tracks and for those that provided feedback and stuck around to provide feedback even after your track was played. Huge ups to you, and I hope you all enjoy the rest of your Saturday and the rest of your weekend. I go back to work tomorrow, boo-hoo me. But I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the weekend. We'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Bye-bye.